Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and today I'm going to talk about 10 recent releases in June that you should go ahead and check out. The first one I want to talk about is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. This one follows a black siren who is trying to keep her identity under wraps in her small town of Portland, Oregon, and everything changes when a siren murder is splashed all over the news and a court trial is basically everywhere. So I think that this sounds really interesting. I'm always here for sirens. The next one I'm really excited about is called Little Creeping Things by Chelsea Ichaso. This one is following a young girl named Cassidy who accidentally sets a fire that kills someone. And someone she knows, kind of like this mean girl, never lets her live it down. And when this mean girl goes missing, basically everyone thinks that she did it, but she didn't. And if that wasn't enough, she gets a message that says, "I'm so glad we're in this together." So I just think it sounds really creepy and the cover is amazing and I can't wait to pick it up. The next book is one that I really want to pick up, and this is The Vanishing Half by Brit, Bennett. I recently read The Mothers by Brit Bennett back in February, and I thought her writing style was absolutely wonderful in the way that she built family dynamics, and the complexity of relationships was excellent. So this one is dealing with two sisters, one who is born with darker skin and one who is has the same parents but can pass for white. And one day one of the sisters goes missing and it basically leaves a hole in the heart for the other sister. And it's the story about what happens to both of the sisters and their lives moving forward. And I think about living with race and making racial assumptions, and I've just heard nothing but praise for this book, and I'm kind of bummed that the Australia cover is not as beautiful as the US cover, so I think that I'm gonna pay extra probably and get the US edition. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is Belladonna by Anbara Salam. This one is following two girls who are from a Connecticut boarding school, and they decide to study abroad in Italy. And I know that this has one girl is in love with the other, but I'm not sure if it's requited. So either way, pining, queer, possible love in Italy, I think it sounds really amazing, and also the cover absolutely sold me. Okay, the next one is one of the ones that I really want to read the most in this list, and this is Fragile Remedy by Maria Ingrande Mora. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the synopsis because it's kind of convoluted, but it sounds just absolutely perfect for me. So okay, here we go. 16-year-old Nate is a gem, genetically engineered metatissue created by scientists of Gathos City as a cure for the elite from the fatal lung rot ravaging the population. As a child, he was smuggled out of the lab where he was held captive and into the Withers, a quarantine lawless region. He manages to survive by using his engineering skills to become a tinker, fixing broken tech in exchange for food or a safe place to sleep. When he meets Reed, a kind and fiercely protective boy that makes his heart race, and his misfit gang of scavengers, Nate finds the family he's always longed for, even if he can't risk telling them what he is. But Gathos created a genetic failsafe in their gems, a flaw that causes their health to rapidly deteriorate as they age, unless they are regularly dosed with medication controlled by the city. As Nate's health declines, his hard-won freedom is put in jeopardy. Violence erupts across the Withers, his illegal supply of medicine is cut off, and vicious attacks on Reed threaten to expose his secret. With time running out, Nate is left with only two options: work for a shadowy terrorist organization that has the means to keep him alive, or stay and die with the boy he loves. Oh my god, that sounds like the perfect book for me of all time. So that sounds like it really has elements of Blade Runner mashed in there and some queer love, and it's kind of human AI, so I'm just like, it's so good. It's at the top of my June TBR list, and I just really want to get it. Also, I love the cover. Okay, and next one I want to talk about is Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. This is another one that has a super long description. So here we go again. I'm going to read it to you, and just know that it sounds amazing. It sounds a little bit like The Darkness Between Us, so those are the vibes that I'm getting. Okay. Saoirse Ashwin comes from nothing, but she's intent on becoming something. After years of training to become the Queen's next royal spy, her plans are derailed when shamans attack and kill her best friend, Sango. and then she somehow restores Sango to life. Unveiled as the first soul guide in living memory, she is summoned to the domain of the Spider King. I'm really looking forward to it, but I am also waiting to hear some reviews because just something about it sounds like it could be great or it could be a bit messy. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm thinking. So the next one I want to talk about is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. Like, Talia Hibbert, if you don't know, is my current romance writer crush. Like, everything she writes just makes me get all fluttery and gooey. And this one is again following one of the Brown sisters. I actually haven't read the first one in the series because I binged Talia Hibbert earlier this month, and I'm really scared to like read everything she's written. I want to slow down so that I can have, you know, monthly doses of Talia Hibbert. So this one again sounds really great, following a black female main character, and I believe that this is a fake dating trope romance, and I love that kind of thing. So I'm really excited to get to this sometime. Talia Hibbert is the queen, and I love everything she does. Okay, so this next one, when I first heard about it, I was waiting to see how the reviews would be, and apparently they're amazing. This book has super high ratings on Goodreads, like 4.4 or so, and it's What Unbreakable Looks Like by Kate McLaughlin. This one deals with Lex, who was stolen and put into sex trafficking. She is rescued, and she starts to date again eventually, except that she has to find the power to stand up to someone who isn't treating her right, and it's about her reclaiming her own body and her own confidence. And again, it sounds like it's a very fine line between making a book that people could resonate with and that has a really important lesson, and making a book which is maybe just some trauma porn, and apparently it's really good. Like I said, it has a very high rating. So this one I'm very intrigued about, and if I'm looking for a darker read, this might be one that I pick up. The next one, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm only putting this book on here because of the cover. I think that this is the most beautiful cover I have seen probably ever, if I'm being honest. This is Goddess in the Machine by Lora Beth Johnson. So for me, the plot seems a bit busy, and it's not something that I would normally gravitate towards, but the cover is so stunning, and it's also alluding to God in the Machine, which is a concept and an idea, a trope, if you will, that I really love in literature and pop culture and movies. So it got me intrigued. So basically, Anbara wakes up, and it's the year 3102, and she wakes up alone in a cave, but everyone starts calling her goddess. And the people of that time believe that she is very powerful and that she can control things, when in reality she's just somehow woken up there and she has no idea what's going on. And as she's trying to sort out, she's trying to figure out how she can maybe escape or get back to her own time without letting them know that she's not all powerful, because then they might just kill her. But honestly, I just really want the front cover as a print for my wall. I wonder if that's even possible, if you can like buy the cover of a book without having read the book. Does that make me a bad booktuber? Let me know down below. All right, the last book I want to talk about today is one of my other most anticipated June releases after Fragile Remedy, and this is Blue Ticket by Sophie Mackintosh. So Sophie Mackintosh is a very polarizing author. She wrote The Water Here, which some people love, some people hated. I thought it was all right when I read it, but then it just lingered on and stuck with me and sticks with me even now. So I really do think that I liked her writing style. It just took me a while to acclimate to how I felt about it. But Blue Ticket, which, can we talk about the covers? Beautiful. Is about a world where when a woman first bleeds, she is given a ticket. A white ticket means that you are going to have children. Blue ticket means that you do not get to have children. And this is an irreversible fate, essentially. And then our main character receives a blue ticket. And this is kind of the crux of the novel. It sounds very kind of handmaidey tale, but it's also Sophie Mackintosh, so there's going to be some surrealness and some very lush writing, I think. So I'm just really, really looking forward to this. So if I'm being completely honest, there are 3 on this list, which in my mind are at the very top for me. The Vanishing Half by Bennett, The Blue Ticket by Sophie Mackintosh, and those are because I have already read those authors before, and I know that their writing style is very beautiful and that the book is probably going to be amazing. And then the other one is Fragile Remedy, which just the plot sounds exactly up my alley. It's like if someone took my head off and was like looking in my brain for the perfect things that I would want in a book, and then they made that book. So those are the 3 that I'm most anticipating, but I really look forward to all of them. I hope my library will get some of them, fingers crossed. And let me know your June releases that you are highly anticipating down below. I would love to know them. With that being said, I hope that you are doing well, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!